I have nothing to declare but my genius. My friends would have their own declarations. My enemies, nothing worth repeating. And Bossy, I'm told he spent his life trying to undo his declarations. Even my release from Reading jail did not return him to my arms, to celebrate my declaration to him. You are more to me than any of them has any idea. You are the atmosphere of beauty through which I see life. You are the incarnation of all lovely things. I think of you day and night. But would anyone remember me if I had not allowed myself to be sent into that underworld? Even at my darkest times I believed that we are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. In my cell, I had to imagine the stars. Then came to understand. To regret one's own experiences is to arrest one's own development. To deny one's own experiences is to put a lie into the lips of one's own life. It is no less than a denial of the soul. But I am ahead of myself, as always. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance, which I had only begun when I met Constance. Women begin by resisting a man's advances and end by blocking his retreat. Even then I knew. Romance should never begin with sentiment. It should begin with science and end with a settlement. My love, my darling, had 250 pounds a year. Not enough to support me, but one must make allowances for loved ones, family, and unimaginative but adoring critics. I soon discovered that bigamy is having one wife too many. Monogamy is the same. We had 2 lovely, bonny children, and I felt the pull to settle into married life. Then I met Robert, my first Greek love, and that led me to Bossy. Constance could forgive my private affairs, but not my public ones. And it was I who said, I have no objection to anyone's sex life as long as they don't practice it in the street and frighten the horses. Bossy and I frighten the horses of the ruling class. There are moments when one has to choose between living one's own life fully, entirely, completely, or dragging out some false, shallow, degrading existence that the world in its hypocrisy demands. My life, at its purest, is such moments. As I tried to convey to the court, it is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. I am charming, my accusers not. For example, counsel, have you ever adored a young man madly? Myself, I have never given adoration to anyone except myself. In the court of art I was innocent. In the court of law, my crime, that I had taken in young men to adore in the Greek tradition. So I was sent to that awful place. While there I learned, yet each man kills the thing he loves. By each let this be heard. Some do it with a bitter look, some with a flattering word. A coward does it with a kiss, the brave man with a sword. Bossy was not brave. When I came out of Reading jail, my best, most cherished good friends crossed the street when they saw me coming. My closest friends left the country to avoid the embarrassment. A few remained true. The world only remembers me. Never regret thy fall, O Icarus of the fearless flight, for the greatest tragedy of them all is never to feel the burning light. Ciao, my beautiful artistic children. Create yourself. Be yourself, your poem.